They made 2 horror movies about this case because of how crazy it is that these 3 guys been through. At the end of the video, I'm going to show you a similar situation in real life. It gets crazy. Just wait. So these 3 guys, Sean, Ashley, and Brett, decided to go on this guy's trip. They wanted to go 4-wheeling and have a good time. So they pack up their 4-wheelers, they put it to the trailer, they attached it to the car, and they left. As they was driving, you have to pass up a park first. Everything beyond this park, you're on your own. It's isolated. It's like almost this jungle area where you don't want to be. Plus, they located in Australia, you know, where everything tries to kill you.
Crazy, dude. Holy shit. Holy shit.
I still want to visit though. So now they're driving deep out into these woods and they get there. They get on their 4-wheelers, they having a good time. They getting all muddy, they laughing, they're racing, they having an amazing time together. They're enjoying their trip. Hours pass and they pack up their 4-wheelers back in the trailer, and one of the guys was like, you know what? I want to go rinse off. The river where they want to rinse off at is called the Finnis River. This is an isolated river, and there's a saying in this Australian area that they're at. I don't know if it's everywhere in Australia, but the saying is, do not go in water that people don't publicly swim in, or no isolated water, because there's always something in the water that will kill you, so you don't go. But there was muddy, they needed to rinse off, so they had to go to this Finnis River. The water is so dark that it almost looked black. You don't go in this river, but you know they need to rinse off. Before they get to the river, they have to cross through some woods. It only takes about 10 minutes in the woods, and as they walking in the woods, they can already feel water as they walking, because a big rainstorm must have happened and this place is flooded. 10 minutes go by, they get to the area. What they have to do is grab on a tree, because this river have current. If you fall in, the current will pull you. So they have to latch onto the tree and wash themselves off at the same time. Brett ended up falling and slipping into the water, and the current just drags him off. As we talking about this current, do you have your snacks? Shout out Corey X Kitchen. And you know what? If you don't have your snacks today, I'ma let you off the hook. Hopefully you have it tomorrow. Prove it. Send me a DM like the rest of them are doing. Like, why you're not sending DMs? Send me a DM of your snacks. With that being said, y'all already know what I'm about to say. Go get your snacks.
Bystanders rush in to save a little boy when he got pulled underwater by a powerful wave.
A dive team recovered the body of a man who drowned.
4 out of 5 times, it's from these rip currents, also called riptides.
With other 2 guys, Sean and Ashley, they was like, without any hesitation, they jump in the water and swim after him. They knew that they wasn't able to just swim out. So once they swim to him and got to him, they was just going to let the current pull them, and it was just going to bring them to land. That did not happen. Instead, as the current was pushing them and pushing them, they was hoping that they was going to grab on a branch to able to get back on to land. Didn't happen. So then as the current is just pushing them, they see this tree in the middle of the water. They knew that they had to get to this tree, even though it's not land. It's the only thing that they can grab, even though they know that they still in the middle of this water current. Ashley gets on first, Sean gets on second. They look down to get Brett, but he's gone. They're looking for Brett. They can't find Brett. And they know they can't just jump in this water because the current just gonna pull them through. And then they see something yellow in the water. They can't really see what it is just yet because it's kind of still submerged in the water, and this water is really dark. So they only seen it until it popped all the way out. This yellow thing that they seen was Brett. It was his jacket. He was inside the mouth of a 13-foot crocodile. They both looking at each other. They cannot believe what they're seeing. And Brett's not moving, meaning that this crocodile is killing him. So now, Sean and Ashley stuck in the middle of this water on a tree with a crocodile lurking them, just stalking them, don't want to move, looking directly at them, switching positions from time to time. They're stuck. Now you can see why this is exactly like off of a horror movie. Look, I'm stuck on a tree with somebody. We both gotta jump. One of us not gonna make it, but at least one of us gonna make it. Like, we gotta figure something out. We can't sit here all day. Their parents, they know they out, but they don't know exactly where their kids are at, so they stuck. Time and time goes by. Mind you, the sun is about to set. It's about to get dark, and they still stuck on this tree. And they see the alligator again, but no Brett. So they assume that this alligator done ate him. The alligator don't swim away, don't swim to another area. It just keeps swimming around them and keep sitting right under the tree, just waiting, hoping that they fall. So they literally cannot move and risk swimming. Plus the current is not going to be able to make them swim to land. They're stuck. At this very moment, the sun finally set. What you need to understand is that Ashley, he's higher up, about 15 feet on a higher branch. Sean, he's lower down, about 10 feet from the water. He was like, you know what? I'm gonna climb up and I want to get on Ashley height. I don't want to stay overnight this low. I need to get as high as possible. So he decided to pull on the branch that he was gonna climb on, make sure it's stable. He did, and as he pulled all of his strength up to get on this branch, it fell along with Sean in the water. Now at this moment, immediately Sean is swimming for his life, but the current is pushing him away. When he looked up, he noticed that he was feet and feet of feet away from this tree. At any moment, this crocodile could just bite him. So he's swimming for his life, using all of his energy, trying to make it to this tree. He ends up swimming to the tree, ends up making it, grabbing on, latching to the tree, but his body is still submerged in this water as he's holding on. And he's just waiting to get bit and grabbed. And as he's pulling himself onto this tree, at any moment he still feels like this crocodile is just gonna take him away. Ashley is helping him pull him back up. He gets up. When they both finally get settled in back on this tree after helping with Sean get on this tree, they look down and they see the crocodile. He made it just in time, literally. Now at this time, the sun is now gone. Time done passed and they can't see nothing. When I tell you it's literally pitch black out, it's pitch black, you cannot see anything. The only thing that they can hear as they're on this tree is the crocodile positioning itself. That's it. But then a big storm started to come in. This is a problem. The reason is because the water levels will rise. They don't know how heavy this storm gonna be, so they hoping it don't rise high enough for the crocodile able to jump out and reach their legs, because if it rains long enough and hard enough, the crocodile will be able to reach to them as the levels rise. So they tuck in their legs on this tree, just hoping that the waters don't rise too high. And they told each other, we cannot fall asleep on this tree. We cannot fall asleep and risk falling off the tree. We have to stay up. But because it's storming and it's raining really hard on them, it's impossible for them to go to sleep. Plus, they're too terrified to. During this storm, they can't really tell if the water levels is rising that high. They can see lightning flash to try to look at the water, but as they try, they can't really tell how high it is. So they knew that they just had to wait until the morning and see how high it was. If they make it. They did. Morning happens, they notice that the water levels has risen, but there's another problem. If they don't leave today, this day, another big storm can happen, and 1000% the water is going to reach towards them, and a crocodile will be able to grab them. So they need to find help today, and they just hoping that their family called for help, because at this point it's all luck. They just have the hope. That's the only best opportunity that they got right now. So more time passed, and they seen a cop. This cop waved to them, and they knew that they was safe for now, because the cops, police were all searching for them. So their family called a missing report for their kids. One of the cops seen their truck, didn't see no teens in the area, so he decided to go towards the water and just walk along the river, and ended up seeing them attached to this tree. I believe they explained to them what was going on, so they called the boat in to save the two. Of course, Brett didn't make it. He was long gone. Now, y'all remember in the beginning of the video, I said I'm going to show y'all something in real life. Here's what this is. My friend wanted to go on the boat at night. The water looked exactly how it looked in Australia, the Fitness River. And we going on this boat at night, but instead of crocodiles in the water, it's filled with alligators. Even the small ones this big can take off your finger. So you have to be completely careful. This is some country stuff. I know I'm black, I'm not supposed to be doing this, but look, let's take y'all on this trip. Alright, y'all, so we just literally pulled up to the deck. Y'all see how dark this water is, just like how it is in Australia. We about to take y'all on this journey.
A terror-stricken mom calls 911. Her daughter is being stalked by an alligator.
My daughter's stuck in a freaking tree. There's gators surrounding her.
Look, the sun is starting to set. Y'all probably can't really see me right now because I gotta face this way. I really wanted y'all to see this though. It looks too nice. But as you can see, it's about to be dark like really soon. Alright y'all, so this is where the crazy stuff is about to start happening. As I'm talking to y'all about an alligator that's very hard to see, ignore that. Instead, I want y'all to pay attention to my friend trying to start up the boat in the background. Just pay attention to it. Y'all, alright, so it's a little dark right now. I don't know if y'all can see the alligator, but it's like real close. I'm gonna try to zoom in. Try to zoom in for y'all. What? You being serious?
You didn't hear his kill? I just tried to crank
It don't want to start? What? So you not playing with me right now? It literally won't start. Start it again. You gotta be lying to me. He trying to see what he trying to do. Now, it looks incredibly scary, but to us, I find it very beautiful and peaceful. It's very calming, even though, yes, there is a chance the engine can go out and you stuck on this water filled with the alligators. We also have a snake. It's called...
To save this Hillsborough County teen bitten by a poisonous snake.
Tonight about a Missouri man who died from a venomous snake bite, likely by a cottonmouth.
Now, I want to show y'all this video, but before I show y'all, it's basically going to be a boat driving over a bunch of leaves. At times, the boat can hit a snake, the snake can fly up and land right on the boat. It happens. Oh, shoot! And I'll show you how. I want to make this clear, we even have an alligator fish called the alligator guard in our waters.
Of these warm, swampy waters, it's the apex predator.
Now I'm about to show y'all when we was on the boat and how you drive over these leaves, a snake can possibly fly on your boat. Yes, sir. Of course, in this video, it wasn't a snake popping up, but driving through that, sometimes it just flies up in the air and it lands on the boat. It gets crazy. Not to mention, we do have a turtle as well, called the alligator snapping turtle. Driving on this water at night, if you wasn't raised doing this, do not do it. The only reason why I say that, because you will be lost. Your boat would eventually run out of gas and you would be stuck. My friends grew up in this water and they still to this day have to use some sort of offline map GPS to move their way through, but because they have some knowledge of the area, they're able to never get lost. When you jump in the water on accident, by however you want to do it, always be calm when you in alligator infested water. You see this island here? We swim in this. We have to drive a boat 2 hours out. Mind you, this water is filled with alligators and we swim in it. So I would say if you really not from Louisiana, don't get in the waters. Because if you do get bit or took under, I don't want to be to blame for that because you don't know how to behave in water properly. You make the alligator in fear and want to defend us. I don't know. Just stay out the waters there. Just leave that to us crazy Louisianians.
Look at him in the water.
Yeah.
You got that?
Yeah. But y'all, that is the end of this video. I hope that y'all enjoyed it. With that being said, good night. This video was... yeah, bye. I love y'all.
I just turned it off.